I gotta tell you, I'm kind of digging this breaking every week thing. I could really get used to this. Last week we did a box of 1983 Topps. This week we've got a box of 1984 Donruss. And a little bit of an impromptu break, just like last week. Had about half the spots to fill up, and someone generously came in and said, hey, I want all those spots. And now we're breaking. So, all right, if you missed it about a half hour ago, if you're watching live here, we did a pre-break show in which we already discussed what to expect out of 1984 Donruss and all of the interesting and unique facts and aspects about it. We also assigned our random teams. So I'm going to bring up the team board here. And that's how all the teams shook out. So we're going to just get right into busting open this box of 1984 Donruss. It is unopened. It is sealed by Baseball Card Exchange. Now, as you may or may not know, the original 80s boxes were never sealed from the manufacturer. So this has been guaranteed to be unopened until now. I am the first. If you're in the chat room, please let me know that you're there, and I'll do my best to make sure to respond to you as we're breaking. 36 packs, 15 cards per pack. Each pack also comes with a piece of a puzzle piece of Duke Snider there. Oh, look at those gloriously ugly orange packs. This is the first time they've seen the light of day in a long time. These cards are nearly as old as I am. Not quite. Almost. Almost. Kurt, what's up? Hey, Ted, how's it going? Nothing like literally cracking some wax. So I just noticed something out of one of these packs, and hope it won't be an issue. Corner right there is already open. I don't see damage on most of the cards, but that's how that came out of the box. So, yes, Kurt, you do. Right now, I don't have anything available other than our 2018 bundle, but keep an eye out. I'm always loading new stuff up all the time. So, all right, this is our first wax pack of 1984 Donruss. I have never personally opened 84 Donruss ever. And we're going to start out with a puzzle piece. Making the first card, Mike Moore of the Mariners. And our first rated rookie is Deion James of the Brewers. Nice Living Legends card. Nice Expos card. Steve Sachs. These are some really decent photos, especially given. There's Tony Gwynn, just a year out from his rookie season. But given the 80s aren't really that well known for stellar photography, it's pretty decent. Nice. That's a good pickup there already. Dale Murphy, Washington. Now, unlike. There's Harold Baines. Now, there's a little bit of wax or glue residue on the backs, just like 83 Topps. But, of course, what we're not going to see are gum stains or gum residue, anything like that. Yeah, Mike, did you see who has the Twins? I laughed when the randomization came up. The Twins were last in order, and then you know who. I kind of thought that was funny. All right, our puzzle piece is backwards. Sid Fernandez, rated rookie. Again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 84 was the first year that they did the rated rookie program. Wish I had a rated rookie t-shirt to be wearing during this. Our first checklist. Now, you'll notice, if you're looking at the name here, the Cecilio Aguante. Now, the camera isn't not unfocused. It's focused very well. But when you see cards that look blurry to the eye, that just means the printing plates were a little bit offset. And if we happen to pull a Joe Carter, you'll notice it'll be kind of like this Tim Stoddard card. Most of them were not centered very well. So this Tim Stoddard card, should you ever want to grade it, it's going to get dinged quite a bit for the non-centering. But the condition of these cards, just as I expected, they are perfect out of pack. There you go. There's Ron Washington for you, Mike. That's my first Twins card today. Good old Ronnie Washington. Just notice it said his weight was 167. A bit of a lightweight. He's always been kind of a little guy. George Wright, Bucky Dent. There's Darryl Strawberry. This is a rookie card. Darryl Strawberry's rookie card. This is not a rated rookie. It's not centered too greatly. You can tell the printing plates were shifted as well on this particular one. Otherwise, the back looks fine. Not the best in regards of centering, but that is a damn good pickup, though. Darryl Strawberry rookie card. Nice. Do have a little bit of a printing dot there above where it says denotes lead league. But that's our first big rookie card out of the box there. Diamond Kings, Lance Parrish. Hal McRae. Tommy John. Dave Righetti. Yeah, the Righetti isn't centered all that great either. But this Bob Meacham is centered pretty well. Not perfect, but a lot better than some of these other ones. Gary Carter. Holland, Willie Upshaw. Very poorly centered David Green. How about they call them the Cards here instead of the Cardinals? I wonder if maybe they just couldn't fit Cardinals on there without it looking weird. Running Reds. Interesting, they're the Cardinals, but they call them the Running Reds. Oh, Running Redbirds is the title on the back. Interesting. Another poorly centered card, Warren Brewster. Cool looking Ricky Henderson card. Yeah, these are really good looking cards. No wonder they're so well liked and highly sought after. Except for the limited production, it's still a very sought after set because of the design and the great rookie class that's in this. Limited production run just makes it even more fun to chase after. Gary Gaetti. Look at that mustache. Those powder blues, man. Rated rookie of Mike Brown. Oof, that is terribly, terribly off-centered. Yeesh. Hey, Lorraine, how you doing? Well, see, this Rick Rhoden, though, the centering's not that bad on this one. I would imagine maybe an 8.5, maybe a 9 if you're lucky. I mean, the edges, the corners, everything else looks about as perfect as I can tell. I mean, I'm no Andy Broom, but George Brett for Waxtopia, if he was in here watching this, he always tells me to pull all the Bretts. There's one. Spike Owen. A little bit of gum residue, or wax residue, I should say, on the back. No gum in these packs. be extra careful. Now, it's not like I'm opening packs of, anything from the 50s or 60s, but still, want to be careful. Brian Downey, Larry Parrish, Diamond Kings, Vecchi, Valenzuela, Dennis Eckersley, Red Sox card. Larry Parrish, Butcher, Wilfong, another. I've got to pay a little bit more attention. I feel like these off-centered cards might be falling about at the same spot in each pack. I could be wrong. Any big fun yet? Well, aside from pulling some very crisp cards out of these packs, we did pull a Strawberry rookie card. That's our big card so far. Puzzle piece there. Dave Winfield, Mr. St. Paul. That's a little off-centered. Charlie Huff. Brian Harper. I believe that's his rookie card. So Ryan Sandberg, a year after his rookie season. Dwayne Murphy, Diamond Kings. Steve Rogers. Scott Ulger. That's a terribly off-centered. Mike, we know Scotty Ulger, don't we? Did Scott move on to the Tigers with Gardy? Was he one of the ones that went on with him? And that's same issue on the back. No good. Jim Rice. Butler, Ed Romero. Another poorly centered card. So no, those were not falling in the same spot that I thought, so... Ken Daly, rated rookie of Brian Dayette. Paul Molitor with a couple of printing dots. Could be manager of the year. Can you believe that? When the season ended, even though the Twins technically got into the playoffs, I honestly didn't think he was going to get re-signed as Twins manager. And here he could possibly be American League manager of the year. What the heck? Diamond King, Fred Lynn. Oops, who's behind here? Dave Smith, Lance Parrish, Ricky Nelson. Not the best photo, but it's a cool photo concept. Quite a bit of magenta in there. Rich Gale, Altobelli manager card. Hostetler, Living Legends, Johnny Bench, and Carl Yastrzemski. Off-centered, at least on the back. How's the front look? Yeah, the front's way off, too. Cal Ripken. Just a bit off-center there. And Mike Armstrong, also just a bit off-center. I just love how the shape that these cards are in. They're just in fantastic shape. Ozzie Virgil, Ernie Witt, Tug McGraw, Robin Yount. There we go. That's what LQ wants. Hey, Jeremy. I'm almost a quarter of the way through. No, I didn't say hey. I did not say hey, Siri. I said hey, Jeremy. My phone thought I was talking to her. And apparently now my phone's a her. Thanks, Jeremy. Anyway. So LQ would have really loved to see this card. And Laureen, I think that's yours. Larry Sorensen. Diamond Kings of Wade Boggs. Bob Boone. Julio Franco. Dwayne Walker. Bobby Castillo. Twins card. Poorly centered. Are all the Twins cards just going to end up being poorly centered? Fans law. And Eddie Murray, also poorly centered. And looks like that ball is about to hit him right in the mouth. I love that. And I hope he didn't get hit in the mouth. But look at that photo. Oh, man, that's awesome. All right, so we are 1/4 of the way through. I'm just going to very gently get all these in a nice little stack right here and move on. Love this old product, brings me back to the, doesn't it? Now this is just, like I had mentioned this before, this is just slightly before my time. My mom bought me my first pack of cards in 86. I remember being in the back of her car, pulling into the driveway when she handed them over to me, 86 tops. So this is just a couple years out from that. Kurt Bavacqua, Jim Beatty, Reggie Jackson, Angels, Diamond Kings, Rusty Staub, Billy Sample, Diamond Kings, Leon Durham, Mookie Wilson, Buddy Bell, and only our second checklist so far. This one's also poorly centered. I wonder if he pronounces his name Joff or Jeff. I've known guys that have gone either way on that. Mickey Hatcher. Hey, a Twins card that's not poorly centered. How about that? Yeah, this is another Cecilia Guante that's a little blurry. Fergie Jenkins. Rated rookie of Joel Skinner. Bruce Sutter. And a Diamond King of John Castillo. And the problem with this one is there's a little bit of glue residue on the back of this one. You can almost actually kind of see it. It is unfortunate. 85 is the year you bought your first pack. What product was that first pack? Was it Topps? Fleer, Donruss. Dave Engel, a little off-center there. Phil Niekro. Yeah, and Donruss, of course, is one of those products that they don't show each year's stats. That's what I was looking for, because dude looks ancient in this card, and I just assume he probably pitched for 30 years before then. There's another Gary Carter, Steve Trout, Davey Lopes, Doug Flynn, Chuck Rainey. Topps. It's all the quick shop had, you know. So 86 was the first time I opened a pack of cards. 87 was the first year that I was allowed to go out and buy my own. So this year's really bringing back a lot of memories because Topps just won't leave 87 alone this year. Another Ricky Henderson. It almost seems like it's in a little bit better shape. Centered a little bit better. Nice. John Castillo again, Tommy Herr. Rated rookie of Tom Dunbar, Bobby Ramos. Another George Brett. Where's your one? Eichelberger. And as we saw with last week's 83 Topps, with a set that's as massive as that one is, and how this one is a little bit smaller than the 83 Topps, but still 660 cards is fairly decent size set. You're not going to see every card out of one box. And once you start seeing dupes, then, you know, then it makes the prospect of finding that big rookie card like the Don Mattingly, you know, a little bit harder. There's Juan Augusto, which is very poorly centered there. Diamond King of Bruce Sutter, a little gum residue in the back. But we did pull that strawberry, so that's a good one to have. So even if we don't find that Mattingly, and we still have plenty of chances to find it, we at least got a strawberry out of the deal. And that would go to Alex T, since he had the Mets. Or at least I think Darryl Strawberry was a Met on that card. Now that I say that, I'm going to have to find it. There's Andre Dawson with the Expos. Dave Winfield. Yeah, we're coming up on a few dupes here. Goose Gossage. Rated rookie of Mike Stenhouse. Cecil Cooper. Don Hill. Mike Lacoste. Ken Schramm. Michael Jack. A little bit of residue back there. Jim Rice, Ed Whitson, Dwight Evans. Oops. Onyx Concepcion. Dave Von Owen. Dave Concepcion, Diamond Kings, Jose Cruz, Netherlands Parrish, Tony Scott, Larry Pashnik, Sid Mong, and Reed Nichols. A little off-centered there, too. $1984 me would not only be in heaven right now, but would be very overwhelmed. I think this is the money shot right here of the puzzle. Right there. Another Robin Yount. This one's a bit off-centered. Tom Candiotti. Ken Griffey Sr. There's a Kent Herbeck, also a little off-centered. Get some of the flakes off there. Few years off of his rookie card. Eddie Murray. Bucky Martinez. Chili Davis. Diamond King of Robin Yount. Dave Hostetler. All right, so we are now halfway through the box. So what do you think so far? Cards are in excellent condition. Finding the usual printing defects that you find a lot in the older products. The off-centered stuff is a little unfortunate, but that's, you know, part of the printing process, unfortunately, back then. You just don't see much of that these days. And in fact, if you find them off-centered, it's because they were cut poorly. And that's probably the issue here, too. Not that they were printed incorrectly, but that they were cut incorrectly. Lou Piniella. Ron Say. Quisenberry. Love those hats. Just love those hats. I would never want to wear one, but just love them. All right, we're getting up to that pack that was kind of torn on the corner there. I'm not really sure what that's all about. The cards look fine so far, but I'll know more once we get into them, of course. Dave Righetti, Diamond Kings. Dave Kingman, Wilcox. George Frazier. Gary Ward. Ron Davis. Bob McClure. All right, so here's that pack. And it does look like the last card is a bit dinged. So who the heck knows why or how that happened. Might have just been a packing accident. In fact, that's almost exactly what that looks like. Because the rest of the wrapper appears to still be there. Looks like it was torn as it was being wrapped. So I don't think anyone was maliciously trying to get at it. But we'll see how the cards look in here. I haven't read that that was an issue with this product, so this might just be a freak accident there. So, Canlandro, looking at the corners here. Yeah, a little ding on that bottom corner. Steve Yeager, yeah. I think all of these are going to have dings on the bottom corner here. So I'm hoping this isn't the pack that has a big rookie in it. Ned Yost. Checklist. And, of course, Don Mattingly is in this pack. God darn it. Now, I'm very happy we pulled the Don Mattingly, but let's check the corner here. And actually, the corner on this one is clean. All right, so sigh of relief there. So we've got our Mattingly for Alex, who has the Yankees. So the only thing that I can really tell is that it's off-centered. Now, it's not the most off-centered Mattingly card I've seen. I've seen a few online. Some of them are very scary looking. This would grade okay. This wouldn't get your best grade because of this centering, but somehow this managed to make it out of that pack unscathed. I don't know how on earth, but edges look great. This was in the middle of the pack, so you've got no glue residue. Surface is pretty much mint, I would say. So I'm going to put Mattingly down here, and this somehow made it out alive. So congratulations, Alex. You got the big one. You got two of them, right? You got the Mets, didn't you? Yeah, so you got the Strawberry and the Mattingly. Excellent job, Alex. Well, if we pull one Mattingly, maybe we'll pull a second one that's a little bit more centered. I want to pull a Joe Carter card because those apparently you can't find centered at all. And I want to see just how bad they actually are. Hal McRae, Diamond King, Phil Necro. Sheridan's uncentered. Guante is blurry and uncentered like crazy. Ricky Jenkins, Chuck Rainey. But that is the Mattingly rookie card to get. That is the big chase. I remember we chased Mattingly cards like crazy when I was a kid. And I never saw an 84 Donruss Mattingly in real life, IRL as it were. So that's the first time I've actually seen a Mattingly 84 Donruss rookie in person. Interesting LA on his Dodgers helmet. I think it's just a little bit dinged up. It almost looks painted on, though. Tony Pena. Tim Stoddard. What, Mattingly rookies? I think the raw cards might be next to nothing because what I would assume is the graded cards are probably the ones, and I'm obviously not looking right now, but I would assume the graded cards are the ones that people are chasing more so than the raw ones. But you get a raw one and you grade it, and there you go. Rated rookie of Angel Salazar. Ken Schramm. Mike Schmidt. This time with no residue in the back. That's good. Nice. Tim Lawler is very off-centered. Brian Olkers. Haven't seen that one. Willie McGee. You've got a little bit of glue on the back. Oh, graded cards are maybe $50. Huh. I'm not sure then. That seems very strange. Tony Fernandez, rated rookie. Dave Concepcion, Diamond King. Jose Cruz. Rod Carew, Angels. Keith Hernandez. This George Wright is dangerously close to the edge there. Whoa. That is poor. Juan Berenguer, Senor Smoke. Another Herbeck. That one's not very centered. Well, I'm not sure why the Mattingly rookies would be that relatively low. It kind of seems surprising to me. Unopened boxes of 84 Donruss are themselves in the $300 range. So, I don't know. Kevin McReynolds, rated rookie, not centered very well. However, this checklist seems to be nearly perfectly centered. Bobby Clark, oh man. That is bad. Jeez. Greg Gagne, rated rookie, unfortunately also poorly centered. Yipes. Okay, so we are 3/4 of the way through, and we did find our Mattingly. So we've got a Strawberry, a Mattingly. Let's see if we can find a Joe Carter. Maybe we can find one of the elusive center cut Carters, I guess I'll call it. Oil Can Boyd. Another strawberry. This one is also a little off-centered. So we've got 2 strawberries out of this box. I don't think either one of them were cut all that well. This Wallach was definitely not cut too well. Nor was this Bergmeyer. I should just call out the cards that were cut well. Maybe I... Yeesh. Andre Thornton and John Castino, Diamond Kings. Diamond Kings checklist. Don Slott. Nope, not good. Jerry Willard, also not good. This checklist, not good. Denny Martinez. Jerry Reyes, not good. Dave Sachs, not good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think we got a bum box or anything like that. I think we got a really good box. I think that the condition of these cards, you're not going to find them in this condition unless you get an unopened box or unopened pack. That's just the way it is. I mean, these cards are over 30 years old. It's just a product of the time. You know, that's just how printing and the printing process was back there. It's has nothing to do with this particular box, because most boxes that you find of 84 Donruss, that's how they're going to be. John Castino, Lonnie Smith. So when you do find a very good card of a big rookie, then you've really landed on something good. This Brad Kaminsky, it looks like a miscut down. It looks like they started cutting at the bottom of that. You see that? The bottom of that Brad Kaminsky rated rookie? That's weird. Huh. Rated rookie Mike Jeffcoat, couple of printing dots there at the bottom. Jim Clancy's not looking that great either. Off-centered, blurry. Same with this Doug DeCinces. Centered pretty well, but blurry is heck. The plates were off a little bit. And this Glenn Hubbard, very poorly cut. I think Topps did a little bit better as far as keeping their cards centered from that box of 83 that we did last week. John Tudor. I don't know. Probably never got that back then. Terrell Evans is really bad. So is this Don Robinson. Just awful. Just a few packs left. All right, who is left? Who is left? Jack Morris. That is a unibrow, folks, right there. Royster, print dot, off-centered, but not blurry, so that's that's good. Bill Schroeder. Now, I don't believe this is the same Bill Schroeder. No, and it wouldn't be. No, I was thinking of a different Bill Schroeder. I think that's the guy that played for the Packers. Yeah. I missed the 83 you did last week. I have to go back. Yeah, the 83 was very fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm having fun doing this. I'm just, pointing out. I don't know. I joke about this in most of my breaks that I'm perfectionist minded. So when things aren't centered, it kind of, I don't think they're boring at all. So Jeremy says these old cards might be boring. I don't agree with that. I think there's something fascinating about the way that they were put together, because this is obviously before card companies had to draw people back into the hobby by inserting pieces of jersey and putting autographs in the cards and other gimmicks that they do to keep people buying. Gene Richards. Boy, he's really choking up on the bat there. Wow, look at that. You don't see that too often anymore. Andre Dawson again. All right, couple packs left. Let's see if we can hit one more Mattingly, or maybe find that Joe Carter. If we don't, I'm still happy with what we got. 2 strawberries, 1 Mattingly. Not bad. It's a card I don't think we've seen before. I don't think we've seen Ashby before. I don't know if we've seen Reed before. Bud Black, Tommy John. I know we've seen those. Diamond King of Matt Young. Diamond King with a bunch of printing dots on it. Leon Durham. Dunhill. What's up with your nose and your lips, man? What's that all about? Mike Lacoste. Al Williams. Ivan DeJesus, Bob Ojeda, and Ed Whitson at the back. All right, final pack of the day. The last pack was, of course, our penultimate pack. I forgot to mention that. Ba-dum-bum. All right, here we go. Last one of the bunch. Then I get to sort. Bert Blyleven. Little off-centered, but we already knew that about you, Bert. Bucky Dent, Joel Skinner again, Jose Oquendo, Mickey Hatcher, Onyx Concepcion again, David Von Olin, Diamond King of Ray Knight, Jerry Mumphrey, Chris Chambliss, Tony Scott, Rudy May, Tom Niedenfuhr, and Rusty Staub is our very last 84 Donruss card of the day. And that does it for our break today. So, yeah, we found a Mattingly. I think it would grade okay. I think really the only thing that would be holding the grade down a little bit is, unfortunately, the centering. Everything else, from what I could tell, and again, I'm no card grader, everything else that I could see on it looked really damn good. I would say 9 or more on the subs as far as that goes. So, and of course, a couple of strawberries. So, I liked this. I loved opening this stuff. I've never opened an 84 Donruss before. I had a good time doing it, and I honestly wish I had a couple more boxes to do today. But between this and the 83 tops, I had a good time. And it just goes to show that it's not always about the hits. It's not always about, what one of one am I going to pull out of here? What superfractor am I going to get? Whose autograph am I going to get? So you have to remember, back in the day, obviously they didn't have that stuff. You were literally chasing rookie cards and stuff like that. That's what I chased, was rookie cards. I chased Don Mattingly like crazy because that was the guy you chased back then. So yeah, there we go. Well, that does it for the day. And hey, what did you think of this box of 1984 Donruss? Vote in the poll at the top of this video if you're watching the replay. And as I always say, keep cracking that wax. Have a great day, everybody. And we'll see you this weekend for the Topps High-Tech break, Saturday, 5 p.m. Central. All right, see you later, everybody. Have a good one.